Hi everybody. Wanted to get a video out today. Um, I want to kind of do a few here in a row of just kind of some nuts and bolts things. I've got a lot of people that ask me questions and are curious about exactly what it is that I'm doing. I want to be very open-minded and just more of an encourager. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever goal it is you want to have, whatever diet or lifestyle that you want to try to follow. I just want to help encourage you that it can be done, that you can do this, that we can do this, that we got this. But I do have a lot of people asking me just exactly what I have done. My eating is what I want to focus on today. It is definitely different. Not something I know anybody that's even doing, know physically anybody. I watch a ton of people on YouTube that do it. But the diet itself closely resembles, but I wouldn't say that it falls into any category because I've kind of picked things that I like from several different things. But if you were to look up the 80-10-10 diet, it's a lot along those lines. Very low fat, very high carb, mainly from fruits and vegetables, not grains, and predominantly raw. I eat most of my fruits and vegetables not cooked. But you can look that up. Just look it up online, 80-10-10. So that's kind of a philosophy I follow. One thing that I do is I don't eat pretty much any grains. We're kind of in the gluten-free genre, I guess, for whatever word I need to be using there, but it's kind of the big thing right now. And it's not that I'm following it that way because I've stayed away from even oatmeal or anything that you would consider gluten-free because I've just found as I've been eating this way, the grains really slow down my system and I don't like the way I feel. I just have gotten to where I just stay away from them totally. So kind of a day. Yes, it's the 80-10-10. No, I don't eat grains. I do eat meat, so I'm not just this ethical vegan or want to make sure that I don't ever have a muffin that has an egg in it, or if something was cooked in butter, I'll never touch it. I'm not that extreme, and I like it because I've had success with it. I haven't had to be totally crazy and just never ever eat an egg that's made into anything. Bread has eggs in it, and I don't go crazy that way. But like if we were to just kind of walk through a day, what's general for me is I ate fruit for breakfast, fruit or a salad for lunch. For dinner, I might have steamed vegetables, a salad, baked potato, rice. Just very pretty simple. I have found a few dressings that I love, bought-in ones. I would really like to find some homemade dressings that I can make myself. I've used orange juice and lemon juice and the safe basics that way. But there's my favorite dressings right now are Maple Grove, and they don't have oil in them. They're just normal. It's sugar, it's spices, water, just very natural. I don't go crazy and stay away from white sugar, but like through the course of a week, when you consider my dressings and things, I may have a teaspoon or two of sugar a week. So it's not like it's crazy, but generally, yes, that is what I'm having. I like to put it on baked potatoes, rice. I don't have butter or sour cream. They're very plain. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of chili or I don't know, just pretty basic. A normal day, yes, I do have fruit for breakfast, so if I was to eat watermelon, I'll have 10 cups of watermelon for breakfast. For lunch, I might eat 6 cups of cantaloupe. Another meal, like just a normal breakfast, might be 2 pounds of cherries, or another normal breakfast would be 2 pounds of grapes. I mean, I'm eating a quantity of the food. I'm not hungry. I'm always eating. And I try to stay, I think I've mentioned it before, I try to get a minimum of 1,500 calories. I shoot for 2,000. I keep track of everything on Chronometer. You can use any food thing. I've had lots of people show me on their phones different food apps that there are. I keep my carbohydrates at 80%, my fats at 10, and my proteins at 10. That's kind of the nuts and bolts of my food and my eating and kind of what I'm doing. Pretty basic. Could be extreme if, I know people might think that it's extreme, but so is as much weight as I had and the limitations that I had and the things that I had to do in my life because of the way I was eating. I mean, that's extreme too. Borderline diabetes, borderline high blood pressure, sleep apnea, gout, restless leg syndrome. I mean, I would like to sit down one day and like write a list of all of the things that bugged me, but that I just ignored. And just to remind myself of where I've come, how I can go out in the yard and play with the dog and fetch and, do stuff like that. And you run back to the toy before they do. It's like, just the freedom is amazing. So that's kind of the nuts and bolts of the food. If you have any questions, call me, text me, Facebook, put a question here on YouTube, whatever. I'm happy to help, but that's what I have specifically done. Anyway, have a good week.